In a quiet British prison cell, a man who once vowed to kill Nigel Farage appears again, not in person, but on TikTok. A convicted criminal, locked away for his threats, somehow found a way to reach millions from behind bars. Gun gestures, profanity, and chilling laughter echo through his videos, taunting the very system that tried to silence him. And just hours after those clips began circulating online, Britain was rocked by a horrifying train attack. Coincidence? Or something darker unfolding behind the scenes? Before we uncover this disturbing chain of events, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Echo Britain, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters, and we read the most powerful comments in our next episode. Saturday evening. 5:38 p.m. Nigel Farage takes to X, furious. The Reform UK leader demands answers, and the nation listens. This is Marda Passer, he writes, sharing a shocking prison video. The man recently convicted of threatening to kill me. How is he allowed to continue posting these videos from prison? Britain is broken. Within hours, his post explodes, over 1 million views, thousands of replies. Outrage spreads like wildfire. But the story behind it is even stranger. The man in question? Fayaz Khan, just 26 years old. An Afghan migrant who arrived in Britain last October, illegally, by small boat. His name already carried infamy because before he ever set foot on British soil, he had posted a warning online. I'm going to shoot Mr. Farage when I reach Britain in a small boat. You do not know me. Don't talk about me more. Delete the video. I'm coming to England. I'm going to pop, pop, pop. He accompanied those words with gun gestures, a headbutt to the camera lens, and a point to his AK-47 tattoo. A chilling message that would soon become evidence in court. Months later, at Southwark Crown Court, Khan was sentenced 5 years in prison for making a death threat and 8 months concurrently for immigration offences. He pleaded guilty. Case closed, or so everyone thought. Because by September, videos began surfacing again. Not from the streets, but from his cell. Under the TikTok handle AFG203GIFGen0, Khan posted 9 clips between September 18th and last week. Each one more disturbing than the last. Inside his small cell, he shouted, laughed, and mimed firing imaginary guns. Pop, 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 pop. Madapasa, motherf, he screamed in one video, invoking the same violent persona that had landed him behind bars. In another, he yelled, I'm from Afghanistan, before slamming his head into the camera. Tens of thousands watched. The account exploded in popularity before the Ministry of Justice ordered it removed. Nigel Farage's outrage was instant. How could a convicted criminal, one who had threatened to assassinate a public figure, have access to social media from inside a UK prison? The Ministry of Justice issued a statement. It is outrageous this criminal has got a mobile phone into prison, and we have taken immediate action to pull these videos down and remove the profile. Prisoners found to have a mobile phone or use social media could face extra time behind bars. Officials searched Khan's cell late that night but found nothing. No phone. No SIM card. The suspicion? Someone outside the prison walls was helping him, uploading his recordings for the world to see. A review is now underway. But this scandal didn't emerge in isolation. It came amid a series of shocking failures across Britain's prison system. Just weeks earlier, another case made headlines. Hadish Kebatu, a 41-year-old Ethiopian small boat migrant convicted of sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl, was mistakenly released from HMP Chelmsford due to what officials called human error. The public recognized him. He was rearrested and deported to Ethiopia on October 29. And as the public digested this new wave of prison chaos, another event, darker still, unfolded. At 7:42 p.m. that same Saturday, less than 2 hours after Farage's furious post, British Transport Police received a horrifying call. Multiple passengers had been stabbed aboard the 6:25 train from Doncaster to London King's Cross. The train came to a halt at Huntingdon station. Armed officers stormed in, tasers drawn. 2 suspects were arrested on the platform. 10 people were injured. 9 were left fighting for their lives. Thankfully, no fatalities were confirmed, but the nation was shaken. Counter-terrorism police joined the investigation, and Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer issued a statement calling the attack deeply concerning, urging calm and cooperation with authorities. And as dawn broke on Sunday, Nigel Farage returned to social media once again. "The attack last night in Huntingdon was horrific," he wrote. "My thoughts are with all the victims and their families. We need to know who committed these awful attacks as soon as possible." His post, viewed over 100,000 times in hours, reignited questions Britain didn't want to face. Who are we letting into our country? How do our prisons lose control of their own inmates? And how many more failures will it take before something breaks for good? For Farage, the events of that weekend became more than a headline, they were proof of a system on the brink. A system where convicted criminals could become online personalities from their cells, and where violent chaos could strike anywhere, at any time. Each year, more than 10,000 contraband phones are seized from UK prisons. But as this scandal shows, the problem isn't the phones. It's what's being lost: control, accountability, and public trust. So, as the country reels from one outrage to the next, one question lingers like a shadow. If a man behind bars can still reach millions, then who's really running Britain's prisons, the guards, or the ghosts within them? Think about that. And if you believe stories like this need to be told, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Because your voice might just be the one that finally breaks the silence.